Hello to everyone. This video commentary will provide some general guidelines for the executive report that your team has to submit. So these instructions that you see on the screen, you have them online in Canvas. And basically, I just want to tell you what you are expected to do. Of course, the details are in this document with instructions, but what you are going to be doing is summarizing or synthesizing the work and insights that you conducted and obtained through the previous weeks in the different assignments for these international marketing projects. So what will be the structure of the final report? Well, first it will have, as you see on the screen, a cover page, then a table of contents. And after that, you have the core, the central part of the executive report, which is the cultural analysis, number one, the economic analysis, that's second. Then you have third, the market audit and competitive market analysis. And then number four, the market strategy. This will be summaries of those assignments that you develop throughout the course. And then, of course, at the end, you will have a list of references, the appendix with supporting materials and charts and tables, graphs, etc. What are some specific formatting and style and presentation indications? Well, you have them here on the second page of this document, right? It tells you what the cover page must have. It tells you what the table of contents must have, like page numbers, etc. It gives you some general formatting, font style indications, which are some that you are familiar with from previous assignments. But I want to stress this part in the middle, this bullet that says that although you have already completed these assignments in the course, this executive report is not just a matter of putting bullets with data or copy and pasting the information into a new file. No, you have to decide to prioritize what is what you want to include and what you will not include in the final report. So you will have to curate, to analyze, to summarize the insights, incorporating, of course, the corrections and the improvements that I recommended from the observations and feedback I gave in the assignments. So this will require you to synthesize in such a way that the report is not too long, right? Because if you just put together all the files that you have developed in previous assignments, well, you will have a very long report. So that's not what you are going to do here, right? So the core or the main part of this last assignment, which are the four components that I mentioned earlier, this must not exceed 10 pages, right? So it's here highlighted. The length of the four main parts of the report must not exceed 10 pages. So this is underlined because it is important. This does not include, however, the cover page, table of content, references, and appendix. Well, this can exceed that number, but those four parts, which are the core of the assignment, which are here in Roman numerals 1 through 4, this must not be longer than 10 pages. So you will have to use your judgment again, to prioritize and discuss the necessary information. Things that are maybe interesting, but these are details that are not contributing towards an executive or a decision maker reading those things. Well, they need to be left out. So you need to decide which things must be there because these are so important and indispensable that you cannot leave them out. Here you have some criteria about the specific points that correspond to each aspect for the grade. Then in the next page, you have a rubric. I'm not stopping here. You can look at this on your own. So here in page 3, that's where the outline, let's say, for the executive report is shown to you. So you present a cover page, you present then a table of contents, and then what is called the marketing plan proposal. These are the 4 parts that I've been talking about. The assignments that you develop. First, you will summarize the cultural part or understanding that you acquired about the country that you are working with, right? Then the corresponding for economic analysis, part 2. So here you have these instructions in blue, which are for you, but this is not something to be included in the document that you submit, right? This is just for you to know what it will have. This is in color blue font, but you don't have to put them here in your submission. This is what you will do. These are the indications. And part 1 and part 2, these are things that you have to say in no more than 2 pages. So here you have this specific instruction, 2 pages maximum for each of these parts. Part 1, 2 pages, no more. Part 2, 2 pages, no more. So here you have already 4 pages, up to 4 pages. Remember, we said it's no more than 10 in total for the 4 parts. Part 3, market audit and competitive market analysis summary. This is 3 pages maximum. And part 4, which is the marketing strategy summary, this is 3 pages maximum. This part 4, by the way, in addition to the segmentation and the targeting and positioning for your product and the marketing mix tactics and tools that you propose to use, right? Product promotion, price, and place or distribution. In addition to those specific parts that you develop in the 4th assignment, you have to discuss and elaborate what is the negotiation approach most suitable for that country you're working with. And this is chapter 19 that you are looking at in this last part of the course. So that's why this is here highlighted in yellow, because this is something that was not part of the assignment number 4, but is something that you have to include because it relates to an important aspect and dimension that international marketers must consider, which is the negotiation approach and styles for different countries. So this is coming from chapter 19. One more time, you are looking at this in this last part of the course. So make sure you do not forget to put that there. So just recapping here, for part 1, you have no more than 2 pages long. Part 2, no more than 2 pages. Part 3, no more than 3 pages. And part 4, no more than 3 pages long. So in total, you have up to 10 pages in this central part of the report. And of course, there is a list of references and appendix that will be adding more pages there. But yeah, that is that is something that is supporting what you are saying in the main part of the report. Last but not least, please pay attention to the academic integrity and plagiarism rules and policies for this class. Your submission will be examined with Turnitin and, if necessary, other technologies. Do not use any AI-based software for generating the text, for adjusting or improving or modifying your report, even if it's Grammarly. I prefer that you write your own words, but this is important so that your submission is not flagged and may lead to a situation that requires other type of measures. So let me know if you have any question, and good luck with this last part of the project.